Alright, finally this last video is pretty much probably going to be the first video that's posted on the breakout session website, because it's an overview of what I've gone over in the hour-long video or the 50-minute video, and then all the sub videos. I've covered alerts, I've covered progress, assessment tools available in Edmodo, and I've also covered the small group resources that are available to you that allow you to diversify your teaching strategies. And again, checks and balances. Student can't say, well, I didn't know if they're required to have an Edmodo account, and it's a free app to download on any of your Apple or Android devices. And that's really the easiest tool, because 90% of our kids have cell phones. We know this to be a fact. Even the kids probably more hard pressed and on free and reduced lunch are going to have the most high-tech cell phones. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. I mean, it is what it is, people. So basically, you're giving them the tools to succeed 24/7. It's not anymore just a brick and mortar answer of the classroom school environment. I mean, this goes outside the four walls of our school, multiple walls, whatever you want to call it, and it holds them to a more accountable level. Okay, so again, if you're a teacher that uses the internet a lot, if you do a lot of online assignments, even if you do a lot of handouts, this platform is perfect for you to simply assign the work, and they're graded on what they turn in. Okay, now I'm a different beast altogether, because everything I do is digital. So yes, when they turn in assignments, they turn in actual Word documents and PowerPoints and Prezi links and all kinds of goodies, but it still can be tailored towards a pen and paper society. Okay, pencil and paper. It can be tailored towards reading out of a book and writing a reflective essay and then submitting that. These tools that you have here, it's note, alert, assignment, quiz, and poll. I'm telling you, these are good tools that you can use across the boards. Okay, whether you're doing all digital or just a portion of digital, this covers that. Okay, so then you won't have someone coming in trying to do an assessment on you, telling you that you're not using any technology. Well, no, that's not the case, because let me tell you, I use Edmodo on a daily basis in my classroom. I don't care if you use Edmodo just for doing the essential question. I would send it as a note, post your essential question, bam, you're done. Okay, and the essential questions is something that they would respond to on Edmodo. Okay, I can give you an example. If you look here and we go in and I do an essential question right down here, let's see here, these are all that you're seeing a baseline of all my assignments. Let's see here, there you go, essential question. Okay, and I've got all these replies from all these different students. Okay, and this allows them to communicate with one another as well. But let's say you have students that do not have, or you don't have enough computers, you can't get in the lab or whatever. The essential question can still be posted as a note on the projector in the front of the room, and it can be an open-ended discussion. That is still an assessment that you can use as a teacher from the moment the bell rings. That can be your activating strategy. Okay, essential question, folks. Let's read the essential question for today. Right? Why was Abraham Lincoln known as Honest Abe? Okay, and then get into discussion on that. Get into some meat and vegetables, meat and potatoes, and what you're covering in that particular day's assignments. Okay. Again, the essential questions, you know how to get those. You get those from your standards. There's websites all out there that can, based on your particular teachings. I mean, there's all kinds of sites out there with example essential questions. The easiest way that I know of how to ensure that your students know they're being asked an essential question is this right here: posting a note and getting that instant feedback. That way, when you have someone again comes in to assess you, you can show them from the get-go, yes, I've got essential questions are being asked. Kids are learning stuff. Whether it's a poll, you can do an essential question via a poll. If it's a question that's going to ask material you haven't covered yet, you've got an assessment right there, because you can put multiple answers and only have one of them right, and tell them that, just answer to the best of your ability. It's that simple. So hopefully you can understand how all this works. Again, there are other learning management systems out there. Edmodo is just one I know for sure that our county has used for over a year now, and I just, as far as for the sake of authenticity and keeping it somewhat standardized, we have 74 members in our Pickens 9 through 12, which I know Miss Long last year had everyone sign in and create an account, so you can use this. Most of y'all use it already, so I just don't see why we shouldn't use this tool. Now, it's not to say you can't use Collaborate or you can't use My Big Campus. Again, there's a number of them. Kia is one that's out there that Coach Antonini uses a whole lot. So it's just a myriad of options available to you. But again, I press simplicity and normalcy across the board. That's just my theory, my take on it. It was almost like a command decision was made last year anyways that we would use Edmodo. So I just am humbly speaking, I feel like this would be the best thing to do. Just go ahead and keep this and go with it, because this is the most familiarized territory for us teachers at Pickens High School. I know there's more teachers using Edmodo than any other learning management system out there, hands down. Okay, even if they're using it in the most minuscule minority of ways, they're still using it. So hopefully this kind of gives you an example or a good idea of what this can be used for in a generalized speaking. Again, with those small groups, you can use that to show the diversified teaching strategies in your classroom, and the rigor, the buzzword of the day, rigor. So hopefully y'all got a little bit of information from this short intro video. Have a good day. Thank you.